Hey everybody, I was reading something from Deuteronomy and it really touched my heart and I want to share it with you today. Let's give you a history. The people of Israel, the children of Israel, were delivered from Egypt and they were in the wilderness for many years and they had a lot of stuff happened, and the older generation died in the wilderness. They were in their 40 years, so the younger generation, 20 and up, or 20 and under, when they grew up, they were going to be the ones to inherit the promised land. So the book of Deuteronomy is the word of God through Moses. He was addressing that younger generation that had grown up, that was fixing to go into the promised land. And this is what he said. It's in Deuteronomy 24. He was kind of giving them a background, reminding them of everything that happened, teaching them. And this is what he told them to do. It says in Deuteronomy 24, starting in verse 19, it says, when you are harvesting in your field and you overlook a sheaf, you forget a sheaf in the field, do not go back and get it. Leave it for the foreigner, the fatherless, and the widow, so that the Lord your God may bless you in all the work of your hands. When you beat the olives from your trees, do not go over the branches the second time. Leave what remains for the foreigner, the fatherless, and the widow. When you harvest grapes in your vineyard, do not go over the vines again. Leave what remains for the foreigner, the fatherless, and the widow. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt. That is why I command you to do this thing. It also says early in that chapter, do not deprive the foreigner or the fatherless of justice, or take the cloak of a widow as a pledge. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt, and the Lord your God redeemed you from there. This is why I command you to do this. So what he's telling them is, remember where you came from, how you were broken, slaves in Egypt, helpless, hurting. Remember those hurting people and how you felt, and help them. Help the hurting. And, it's important for us to remember where we came from. Remember how we felt. It's the key to having compassion on someone and not being too judgmental. We got to remember where we came from. When we see someone else with those struggles going on in their life, we need to consider how they feel in that situation. And the best way to do that is to remember how we felt in that situation. Remember when you struggled like that? Remember when we were poor or embarrassed or deceived or ostracized or addicted, or the underdog, the minority, ridiculed, left out. When we were hurting, when we were beaten, when we were broken. Don't forget where we came from. What encouraged us? What did we need to hear at that time? What helped us see so we can help them? I want to encourage all of us today, remember where we came from. Thank you for listening.